the last time we were here, we got the guy down from the tree. However, wait. I think we left the body on the ground out there. I hope that's not a mistake. Like, I hope it's not gonna be a problem when we go out there now. Also, I just so happen to have the boots. I forgot. I haven't broken that fact to Kim here. God. So yeah, basically, when we were playing the previous time, we interrogated this group right here. We realized there was not much more we could do with them right now. They admitted to the murder, and we were like, we're arresting you? And they all laughed at us. so it's not happening. But we do have a few other things going on. Now, if I open my journal, you will see way too much. Way too much. I think the most important thing we need to do is the Wild Pines rep. That's pretty much number one right now. Right? I have a few other things that I want to do. Like, first things first, we're probably going to talk to Kim and to the owner of the bar again. Well, the manager of the bar. And then I want to see about these strange doors. There's apparently a secret passage. This was a big deal to me. I wanted to find this. I want to find this. But let's see. I'm just gonna play. I'm not gonna follow any specific quote unquote quests. I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna play and see where it takes us. First things first, however, it's Kim time. It's Kim time. So we're gonna say we just got here and we're saving already. Oh wait, and do we have points to spend? So I did start researching White Morning. I have no idea what that is. I don't know what White Morning is. I just sort of took random stuff. And like this one, I don't think it's really worth having. But it costs points to forget it. So I'm not going to forget it now because we have the slot. So it's whatever. I'm saving the point that I have right now. Oh, I have 3. Holy crap, I have 3? Maybe reaction speed is nice. I want 1 reaction speed. And then I'm gonna chill on the rest of these for now. Because, like, I think Volition has been pretty good for me. I'm enjoying Inland Empire. Inland Empire is just like, it's all over the goddamn place. Empathy was really nice. Reaction speed has been fun. Perception's cool. Composure's good. It's like, there's just so much good stuff. Interfacing's actually really good as well. Anyway, let's speak to Kim.
Yes?
Tell me about the case. This is actually a task we have.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything. I can't remember a single thing.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
Brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Ah, shit.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Jesus. Dude, I really believe we need to find this Wild Pines guy, like, right now.
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow
Oh,
that.
shit. Oh, they're goddamn dock workers. How can they be enforcing the law? Of course, yes, I understand everything now. Wait. Let me make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Okay. Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I'm gonna boost the volume a little bit quickly, just because I like the volume. I like it loud. Okay, something worldly might be involved, you know, something supernatural. White male in his 40s, what more do you need? Labor disputes are very mysterious. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, so it probably isn't mysterious. Could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was
Maybe a young woman involved? Are you sure there isn't some sex angle we should be considering? Oh shit. Oh my god. A young woman? A sex angle?
Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rites. We'll get on it immediately.
The weary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Wow, really? That's mega sexy. It doesn't have to be a cult, it can just be a sex murder. It doesn't have to be a murder, it can just be sex. Let's do sex murder.
That's commendable. Was there anything else?
Commendable! If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
What?
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
The shine of my slap is distracting you? Wait, really? Is it shining? That's good. That means I'm healthy. Okay. Yeah. That's called a healthy glow, by the way. Please, man, please. Use the correct terminology. Hey, Rado, what's up, man? Yo, hello. Yes, it's healthy. It's healthy. I'm healthy? Question mark? Question mark. Yeah, man, I feel healthy. Sure, okay. God, for now. Okay, what do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything. You know what? I'm in on retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
A cop-off? Okay, tell me about it.
It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Oh shit, it's a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you.
Brouhaha.
Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
He's talking about me.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
So I volunteered to spoil it? Huh. Shit. So, wait, so you volunteered to spoil it? What's so special about... Did you volunteer to spoil it?
Yes. I am an unrepentant spoil sport.
He appears pleased with this. I bet he was super smug saying that. Hey, Yambix, what's up, man? Good evening. God. So what's so special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports.
Oh
Most
my
of
God.
our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
Dude, a puddle at the end of a drain pipe? That is quite an insult. Alright. Wonder what this says about me. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. Only one conclusion, I'm the finest we have. A hero cop sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. Oh my god, I must be an augury. An apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Oh shit. Oh my god. I'm here to outperform you in every way. Yeah.
A good joke.
He does not actually think it was a good joke.
Shit. The double whammy. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay, it was a poor joke. But we could use a good-mannered cop-off, don't you agree? No. Yes, a joke. In truth, I will only moderately humiliate and outperform you. God. Shit, man. Okay. Of course it's a joke. Look at me.
It's not that many. Officer, I'm sure you have a lot more cases solved. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition?
No, I'm done.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Oh shit, Inland Empire. Convince Kim there's a sexy, dark mystery twist in the case. I hope this goes through, dude. I really hope this works. Like this one, it's a white check. We can retry it. So we're gonna try it, and then I'm considering putting more points in Inland Empire to do it again. Because it's, you know, I don't need to say anymore. A sexy, dark twist. Let's do it.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person
Oh
with a
no.
very small soul.
Oh no.
One you should be ashamed of. It's
Oh.
no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
Oh, that's really sad. Do it again.
Yes?
Okay, 72%. Here we go.
What if you did it?
Did what? The Hanged Man?
Yes, you killed him. And then, as part of the plan, you drowned out the memory.
Oh shit.
Forgetting was merely a matter of convenience. Very clever.
Oh shit! I never even considered that. That is a dark twist. But I haven't told Kim yet.
Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing. And you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it. Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
Kim, I think I may be the murderer. I killed the man, then tricked myself into forgetting about it. Let's go, let's do it.
And what has led you to this conclusion?
My chest feels hollow, like I did something terrible. It all makes so much sense. It would have been so convenient for me to forget all about the murder and everything else. I'm a bad person. No, let's say my chest feels hollow. We go in with the, you know, emotional approach. But no, wait. We're not speaking to an emotional man. We should go for the one that makes sense.
Thus far, your memory loss does not seem to be convenient for you or anyone else, except insofar as you've managed to avoid doing any work.
Fair.
Besides, I doubt you could have taken down a hardened mercenary single-handedly.
Also fair.
See? You're clearly not a man in your prime anymore.
Don't take it personally. It's just that security guards kept on by large corporations tend to be better trained and better armed than officers of the
Wait.
RCM.
You saying I didn't kill him?
I find that highly unlikely. It's not unusual for detectives to feel complicit in a crime until the perpetrator is apprehended,
Oh,
especially
shit.
when the investigation is dragging. So let's get back to it, shall we?
Did I pick the wrong thing there? Did that really just lead nowhere? Man. I think you should know I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I must repeat this.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Oh. You should know with Kim not to push. I'm afraid it's a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
Oh, shit, I can just do that. Dude, this game is insane. Okay, you seem to be following... Okay. You seem to be following me. Oh, no.
Can I help you?
Another thing. Great.
Yes?
Huh. Shit. So, what tools do we have? We have a flashlight, we have chain cutters, and we have a pry bar.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent. The door does the old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since.
Dude, how do I get in there? God damn it. How in? Maybe upstairs. Maybe, I don't know if I should have a look upstairs. You know what? No, let's go for the... let's try find the representative of the... Not the union, the trucking company or whatever it was. Let's try do that first. I feel like that's the most important thing. The Wild Pines rep. They should be around here somewhere. That's basically all we've got. It's like, it's really not much. I've never gone even like a little bit this way. Whoa, look how weird it looks with the trees moving. Check it out. Ancient fountain. Doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Such nice music. Tire tracks lead onto the roof. The slush and rain almost washed them off. Oh, they're playing a game.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
Huh?
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hard René first.
Who are these guys?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Huh?
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
Alright.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Alright, I got this ball time.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Dude, physical instrument seems like a bit of a douche. Okay, so here, 92%. Show them how it's done. Grab a ball and show them. Listen, here we go. Oh shit, this is it. This is it. This is it.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work.
Let go. Be the ball. Wait, feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
The man ball! Take in the surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
Okay, there's time for one last inward glance. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion. A fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
Jesus, that does sound like me.
Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
Yeah. The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet. That was pretty good.
Bordel de merde!
What? Why is he yelling at me?
It wasn't mid. The shot was at least 23 meters. Probably 24 and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
Yeah, that looked like a solid shot, dude.
What the hell is your problem?
What do you mean? Not a weak right tricep, that's for sure.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
Wait, what? I'm sensing anger and I don't understand why.
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
You can't? Peter.
Yes, pétanque. You ruined our pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Okay, let's do it.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention.
Suggestion, finally. So no heart attack, that's good. I found your guard booth.
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
Money's tight, huh?
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
You must have seen something the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Oh, wait, hold on. So, wait, hold on. Who was working your shift then? Hey, house nerds, Dave. Good evening.
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
Shit.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes.
Wow.
It's not actually an issue. I mean,
Why not?
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Decorative.
the possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Huh. This game is so depressing, dude. Wow. He should rent out his services, invest the profit, get a few more guys, expand and repeat. Wage work is a dead end. René is but one man. Need a program. Get all the elderly back in the job market. Keep folks motivated.
Look, officer, can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
I saw a picture. Who's the girl?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Got it. Thanks. I don't I don't know what the hell that is, but
Yes. Like I said, I would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. He keeps my senses sharp.
Okay. So, do you know anything about the guy who was hanged?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
Most of the locals?
In Martinez, the Union is the law. So can you really blame them?
You don't have a problem with the cops?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
So you don't know anything?
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
God. This has probably been the most depressing conversation I've ever had in a game. Alright. Where do we even go from there? Do I tell him what the Inland Empire just told me? Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Let him live his final few days, hours, minutes in relative peace. Yeah. Goddamn Disco Elysium. This game is terrible, man. I love it. Alright, you seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Was it made by a sea monster rising from the depths?
No. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse.
Oh god.
You
I should have
use
known.
heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Wait, who are the communards again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you use the artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
You got licked?
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women
What?
strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Okay. About this sex cult. I have a thing going with my partner. I need to explain it. Why shell them here in Martinez?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
Okay, beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
Okay, this guy knows his shit.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Oh.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Nod thoughtfully.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Yeah, he thinks I'm mentally deteriorating. Not him, he's talking about me.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Hold on, the coalition?
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
Okay, is that why everything's so bombed out?
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There's a strange gleam in his
The
eyes.
rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I thought should be soft socialists paving the way for the hard working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us. Coalition seems quite capable. Oh, I don't think, I just do.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence, peddling garbage, and stupid music on the radio.
Wait. You remember me drinking piss in the mountains?
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Wait, how does Philippe III factor into this?
It doesn't. That was 100 years ago. Ain't got nothing to do with anything.
Who was Frissel?
Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
You mentioned Guillaume?
A true king in both blood and mind, led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Okay, what exactly is a suzerain?
Suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already.
Soon, they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's borders when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? I saw the statue near the roundabout. Let's try this first.
Ah, yes. King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
How should a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Powerful leader, not afraid to do what must be done. That's what this country needs. No, put the people before himself.
A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The Carabineer doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform. It's a symbol for him.
What is that about cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler? That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine, for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum cocainum, Revachol's finest years.
He's growing taller, brimming with pride about the past. About everyone doing cocaine.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine.
What?
A court medic administered a dose to his mother when she was in labor. And it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
Okay, such responsibility requires a boost every now and then. I sometimes need one too. What's that about higher realms?
It's really not. Please, do spare us the cocaine fairy tales.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate the drug trade of centuries past.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna try the composure check. I have to. Let's do this. Oh no, I threw the bull into the sea and now he's angry. Okay, so that's fine. Listen, I would have had a better chance at this, but I'm gonna check it and then I'll put 1 point into composure and do it again if I fail.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Yeah, only because I'm gonna... What's that? What's that?
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
You must be mistaken. I'm a real radical. That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's gotta keep it sane around here.
The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
No more talk. Sign me up. Wait, first, where's the Kingdom of
It
Conscience?
is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
Wait, okay. How do you bring about those circumstances?
Incrementally.
Oh.
History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly.
That makes so much sense.
That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
Okay, but what's the Kingdom of Conscience actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
What? Okay, incredible. Allons-y. Let's go.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
Right. Then let's get there. Eventually?
That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
I don't even know what this shit is, dude. It sounds decent. Like this one, it sounds decent. I think we might go for it. It doesn't say what the solution is. I don't know what it's gonna give us, but maybe we go for it. Now, I want to put a point in composure. I have 2 more points. Oh wait, I only have 1 point. Wait. Was it composure? Yeah. I'm leveling up my composure again. And we're gonna go for this guy.
We are still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
Hey. Save.
Vigilance officer? What can this old carabineer?
Still, all you see is an old soldier refusing.
Anything else I can assist you with, officer?
Quickly! Scum it! I don't know what incrementalism is, dude. A terrible philosophy? I don't get it. I mean, I get it. Things take time. Is that the whole spiel? Is that it? Is that the lot of it? I don't know. I've never heard of that before.
Vigilance officer? What?
As Rene turns from you to his partner and back, the medals on his chest rattle and glare. He keeps his spine straight and his ribcage lifted, displaying them proudly.
How many medals are there?
2. The larger one is shaped like a cross, while the smaller medal resembles the sun.
So let's look at the cross.
A crowned head in front of 2 crossed rifles. The medal hangs from a blue striped triangle.
I only just realized that, look at my head. My character's head. It follows... I didn't realize it follows the mouse pointer around, even in the conversation. Oh my god. The sun?
A small blue star inside an orange sun. It has the word Valiance written below.
Okay, the medals?
For bravery.
It's a conflicted topic for the old veteran. There must have been a number of controversial episodes in his service days.
For bravery?
For doing my duty in the heat of battle. For looking my mortality in the eye. When men like Gaston here hid in the bushes and shot themselves.
Oh.
He saved some muddy princeling who foolishly strolled into the front line in his gown of velvet and gold.
You saved a
It
princeling?
was on the first months of the revolution here in Revachol. Unrest was spreading like wildfire. Marauders had taken most of the Couronne and were getting really ambitious. King Frisel thought he could end it all in one decisive strike. Sent his cousin, Drisson, to put an end to the unrest.
Really?
Alas, the young Drisson was all piss and no vinegar, wearing a tunic of purple velvet and cockatiel feathers to battle. Even his rifle was gold-plated, shone from 5 clicks away. Can you imagine the asininity?
He really despises that Drissant fellow.
Purple velvet tunic. That isn't exactly camo.
To keep the long and bloody story short, Drisson marched us against the partisans in Couronne. And when I say marched, I mean made us walk into captured enemy territory, single file, like toy soldiers, while he rode in front on his giant red stallion. The rebels were smart. They let us come real close before opening fire. Suffice to say, it was carnage.
Bastards.
I got shot in the left shoulder and went down. Just a flesh wound. But just as I turned over, the prince fell into the mud next to me. He was missing his lower jaw.
Shit.
Then his horse, driven mad by the noise and smell of gunpowder, stepped on my leg and shattered my knee.
Shit.
Hang on to the story. Veterans get sentimental after such retellings. This might yield something useful.
Okay, then what did you do?
I grabbed my sidearm and shot the beast in the head. Then everything went black.
Capitaine Arnoux, le fléau des chevaux.
When I came to, it was all over. It was just me and Joyce Tresson, gurgling in the blood-soaked mud right next to me.
Oh shit, dude, that's
Had
gross.
taken numerous flesh wounds and lost a lot of blood. But despite missing his jaw, he seemed hesitant to die. Tougher than he looked, that one.
Wow. That's no dink, that's a fighter. This would never have happened to Johnny Lawjaw. Point at your jaw. My jaw is tight. Okay.
So I grabbed the dink and started crawling. Kept going until the 59th Cavalry picked us up. Through some miracle, we both survived. And the joyless freak convinced Frisel to give me a medal for not leaving him to die in his own blood. Piece and shit. He was the commanding officer and I was on duty. Just doing my job. Shouldn't hand out medals for that. 13 months later, I received the Sun for distinguished service. It's not worth mentioning.
You sense he's downplaying it. He did a lot more than his duty. More than anyone's duty. It's in his spine, in his billowing breasts, and untarnished self-worth.
Sounds like you're being modest.
The old carabinier stands quietly like a statue, his features motionless.
Incrementalism is the opposing view. Work within the system, do it gradually, slowly. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I do, but like, what? I didn't even know that was a thing.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is that he crawled over 7 kilometers before the cavalrymen
Whoa.
found him and Drizant. 2 days later that was.
Wow.
And that even while crawling with a mangled half-dead prince on his back, he still managed to murder 3 rebels on his way.
Jesus.
Is that pride in his voice? It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to the man himself, it's there.
This doesn't seem like a good moment to express an opinion. I don't want to risk it. Huh? Quite impressive. It's men like Rene who made Revachol great once. Let's mention the pride.
Sorry, officer, but you're reading me all wrong. I'm a man of peace, and these kinds of bloody heroics are only impressive to men like Rene himself. Certainly not to me. How did you find the story to be, officer?
Oh. Okay, I mean, I think it's great. It's impressive.
Maybe, but also bear in mind, officer. They don't end this out for anyone with a service record. Oh no, you have to get shot. Repeatedly. And you need to get your hands bloody too. Really, really bloody.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about, Poltroon. Duty is something you will never understand.
Holy crap, this might be the longest conversation I've ever had in this game. So why do you despise Drizant so much?
Because he was a goddamn dandy. Had no business leading men or even being on the battlefield. All he was related. That's it. Royal blood alone doesn't make army commanders. He was a stupid kid, only interested in horses, hairstyles, and man-loving. And 782 Royal Carabiniers are dead because of his incompetence.
Shit, thanks for the story, guy.
Bah! There were many such stories in those days. Many such men, too. True Revacholians. Men with backbone.
Oh, yes, René, yes. Men were bigger, girls were prettier, and everyone wore the fascia. Lord, please, bring those days back, if you can.
I'm not getting into this with you again. Officer, was there anything else?
You should try to come up with a heroic story of your own. Impress this old soldier.
Yeah, maybe when I get my drama up a little. 3%'s not good enough. Okay, now do I have to talk to this guy too?
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
Whoa!
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
My god, it keeps going. Can I have a bite of your sandwich? No. Okay, who's Jean-Marie Behu?
Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the finest woman in all of Revachol. Maybe the entire world.
Okay, I mean, that's... Impress him with my heart attack? I'd get one if I tried to perform some miracle by telling some tale about myself that's untrue.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
Shit, you both knew her? What happened? So you both know her?
We knew her, all right. Lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart. The 3 of us have been best friends since we were 4.
Had been or have been?
She was René's first girl, back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal than just be happy.
And then you stole her from me.
Whoa. Don't intervene.
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out over the ink you spilled over her pretty yellow dress.
We were just boys then. This was different. You... No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time. Especially when we have company. Officer,
Okay. What happened to her?
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago.
Shit.
It was a quiet passage, peaceful. René and I were both by her bedside when she...
died. No use sugarcoating it. Won't bring her back. Will it now?
departed.
2 years.
Until the very end she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I've ever met.
Why?
She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry. She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married.
Woman, right?
Heck, technically, we're both still engaged to her.
Oh my god.
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries.
He suddenly remembers you are still there, falls silent, and turns away.
Thanks for sharing.
Of course, officer.
Jeez, I'm
Memories
farming.
are all we have left.
I'm farming, dude. Do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
You know nothing?
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union.
Ooh.
Someone must know something.
Ooh.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
But you could find out.
Respects?
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Oh shit. Okay, we're gonna get something out of this guy.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
You know Everard? How?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. The blind leading the blind doesn't even begin to describe it, is what he said.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Okay, are you a Union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties. Help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
In many ways.
Oh, yes.
So you're not an actual member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But Evrard keeps me on the payroll. Just for the little things.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence.
What do you
Never
do for
offered to
Everard?
anything. Pick a damn side already.
What do you do, guy?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
Okay, what kind of things do you write? Jeez, I'm really grilling this guy.
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I had these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Ah, shit.
No, thank you. For
Okay.
being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Wow, that's so nice. Can I have some of your sandwich?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
Aw.
The only one you have.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. Well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
Oh! Can I just have a bite?
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
Dude, I love that we have two options here. The one is please just share it, and the other one is you're not hearing me. I need the sandwich. Please.
Fuck off! It's mine!
Whoa!
A glimmer of respect flashes in Rene's eyes.
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
And it's gone.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? You're a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
That was really good. Totally worth it for just that one scene. I wish I could have gotten more out of it. Like, you know, a bite of the sandwich. Oh no, dude. Is this also someone? No, this is not someone to talk to. There's something down there. Musty smell of potato cellar in the spring. Wait, is there actually something down there? Oh my god. Too many people. Bunch of books. Okay, so this is a bookshop. The book you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. Okay, book about the future. Okay, I mean, I have to talk to this little girl.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
I am the law. I'm doing this. I'm doing this.
I know, sir. Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is
It's
this?
a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
Oh my god. Encyclopedia's getting excited. What's a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
What's a
A
postcard?
postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
She is unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness.
Yeah. This is very good. Like for a kid. Yeah. That's very good. What's a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
Can I ask some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have.
I already
hope
know
they're
the
about
name.
Books.
Okay, what is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you standing out here in the cold because?
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
True.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
You cold? Can I help?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. I'll have a word with the owner.
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Okay, shouldn't you be at school?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Okay, what is school anyway?
School? Well, mine is a big yellow building on Boogie Street, and the people there run it. They say it's a charity.
Isn't going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both, because it builds character.
She's right.
Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
Sure.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Oh, how's the business?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Okay, cursed.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go,
Say nothing.
well, they run out of money and have to stop doing business.
This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into it.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir.
How does the curse manifest itself?
It does not manifest itself.
Kim,
in any way.
stop!
It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
But Kim, the plasmic manifestations.
No such thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
What about the previous businesses?
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
Oh shit, okay.
Did someone say sneak around in the cellar? We should do that.
Yeah, we should. Enough about the curse.
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
No. I'm not gonna ask about this stuff, dude. I mean, okay.
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
I get it. Crime, murder gets the people going. I need to know what crime is. It's that bad.
Crime is a deviation from the law, punishable by either a civil or criminal sentencing. It's what the law prevents.
Wow. Okay. Thanks, Kim. Why would anyone want to read about crime?
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things.
The law.
And it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way. The law, as I said.
You don't look much like a policeman.
Hey. Okay, maybe I'm not a policeman, or should stop being one? What does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Oh, Dick Mullen. Nobody actually looks like that guy in the picture. It's not your body that's important to police work, it's your point to your head. Wow, look at that guy. I'll never be as good as Mullen. I used to be exactly like him.
What's that mean?
You know, I cut loose, raise hell, blow off
And
steam.
everything's better now, sir?
Yes.
That's great, sir.
She's too nice. Okay, I have other questions.
More about books, maybe?
No, I'm done. Okay. Jesus, dude. Let's go inside and solve this mystery. There's a curse. I could have spoken to the other guy as well, but I'll do that later. Oh my god, here we are.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover.
Jesus. I actually did not want to start on something else. I wanted to go and find the River Pine... What is it called? Wild Pines rep. But here we are.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Whoa.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber. Her face looks powdery and painted from all the makeup.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? Okay, I really don't. Curious pendant you're wearing. Should I ask for money? Oh my god. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
You the owner?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
The girl outside mentions the place is cursed.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
Doesn't feel like it's thriving. Feels ghostly.
Is that your daughter out there?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
10.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
Huh. I don't know about that. She was pretty great. The way you handling her strikes me as wrong. And it's quite the trooper. She's a great value add. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. Wait, the way you handle her strikes me as wrong.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
Depends, how much do you pay her?
Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her, as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
Oh, I guess I was mistaken.
Indeed. Are we done with the jokes now?
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense.
What if I want to buy a
Every now
book?
and then, she nudges her glasses.
The books then?
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
I want to look in the back. I want to know what's in the back. Jesus, this place is huge. Get up there. I don't know if I should be talking to these shelves.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. You will attain a place on this shelf one day, or die trying.
Look through the display.
Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
What's it about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history.
Oh.
One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Next to that, River
my God.
radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long.
She understands she has erred against the customer and immediately corrects course.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time.
I don't even want to sell out. The only reason I want to help with the curse is because of the daughter.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Is she superstitious?
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Wait a second. Examine the trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
Elite, what's up, man? You saw me on the Reddit, on the Pal World Reddit. Okay, hey, man. That's fantastic. Yeah, I was on there. I posted some stuff. A charm. I wonder if she's got some weird witchcrafty stuff going on here. It's again the fish heads.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Pull them open. Ignore them for now. I don't think pulling them open is a good idea. If I pull them open, then we start in something, you know? I think I need to check. Need to make sure everything's a-okay before. I need a reason to go in there, you know?
Every snowflake is like a little gift from the sky.
There's something going on here, but I cannot right now. Okay, well, let's see if we can find this, What is that?
This
What is that?
Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Good box.
The box seems happy.
Oh no! Oh no. You can pet the mail collection box.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel you, mail collection box. I feel you.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Obviously the Kuno had his grubby little paws on that. Alright, so what else is going on? Let's see about this guy here. I don't want to speak too long to this guy. I'm just checking.
The ship takes off like a silvery mosquito, unfolding its rotor blade arms. She mumbles reading, then puts down the soft cover.
A good one?
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
Phenomenal.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
Good then. Good then. Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
Yeah, what if your husband is missing?
My husband? No, he's not.
Okay, so where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
What? Wouldn't you like to know?
No.
I can help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
She has, though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
It's okay.
What?
It's alright not to know where your husband is. Nothing shameful in that.
Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing.
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
Why are your children missing?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
Nanny, where are they?
They are not missing, sir.
What if something horrible has happened? What if they're dead? That's the bad vibe you got before. No, they're at a disco. Getting down. Stupid disco dancing teenagers.
They're at the disco dancing nasty.
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Jamrock. There's nothing to worry about.
She's getting upset. Her voice has risen as she tries to convince herself that her daughters are safe.
They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
I'm afraid the danger now is greater than ever. How old are they?
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next month. But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
Jenny's a whore, dude. I read that on the mailbox. Oh no. Okay, any features stand out? Describe them to me.
Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? That they're in Jamrock, safe and well, at some stupid party?
Okay, it's the investigation. It's for the investigation.
There is no investigation here. I can tell you that.
Okay, what about the cockatoo?
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
What?
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing?
I don't even have a cockatoo.
What?
Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing.
All right, it's not missing. I just wanted to make sure.
Great.
What did you mean by me being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Actually, I'm gonna do that.
Wonderful. The store is open.
Watch her browse books.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Oh god, now I have to go find a damn cockatoo book, dude. Are you serious? I have no idea how this even happened. Lady, where's the cockatoo book?
Hello again, esteemed officer.
I want
welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
a book about cockatoos.
A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
Yeah, I know where that is. Biographies. Is that my book?
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
Flip through the pages.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems.
Oh no.
You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
That's right. What about this guide to cockatoos?
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
Steal the guide.
You wait for the storekeeper to be distracted. When she's not looking, you haul the tome of cockatoos into your pocket. It's quite a challenge, but eventually, the guide to the cockatoos is yours. Splendid effort.
Kim, I hope you didn't see that. Now I gotta go outside and ask this lady about the book I just got. But was that the task complete? Oh.
The woman...
Oh, mine shit, I can read the
A
book.
cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
Okay, like what?
This book talks about the delicate nature of twos, as well as introducing some of the most popular
Twos.
species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
What kind of problems do they have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
That does sound a little like me, doesn't it? I could handle that. It'd be nice to have someone to talk to when I'm feeling lonely. Who would ever want a chatty companion? I want someone who knows how to listen.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Wow, that's bad. Anything
It
else?
is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and
Holy
give
shit.
them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
Okay, but there has to be something great about them.
You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle, and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels.
Jesus.
Ouch. That must hurt.
Read about the more common bang bang cockatoo.
Despite its banging name, the bang bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly grey and white. The Seminoles name, bang bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
Funeral?
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
Cool. What about major majestic?
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species. It must be glorious to behold, dark pink and snow white.
Honestly, the bird does sound a bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
What if I'm just a... Does that say fuck up a two? A fuck up and a cockatoo.
You're right. You're a fuckatoo embodied. This sorry-ass bird belongs on your heraldry. It probably doesn't even have feathers and only screams.
It's so stupid. Oh my god, this game. Holy shit.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copo type.
What the hell's a copper type?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop.
Oh no.
The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
Yo, Rinka. Hey, what's up? Thanks for using your Prime on the channel once more. Thanks for the 14 months. Fantastic to see you. Hello, hello. Thank you, thank you. Much obliged. Make it official?
Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
Okay. What are the other types? No, wait. I'm sorry, opt in. I'm sorry.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million.
That would be good.
That won't happen.
Ah, shit. Damn logic. Okay, let's go. Thank you once again, Rinka. Yo, much obliged. Let's go see if we can find the bull. I want to see if I can do that quickly. That would be good for us. Stretch our legs. Ad reads, broken window. Tibbs has windows. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. Dude, how the hell have I still not found where the bag is? Distant squall of seabirds. How am I going to get that bull ball back? Is that a bag? Oh shit! That might be a bag. Oh! But seriously, how am I going to get the bull ball back? Like, I don't see myself being able to go across that way. You are here. Oh shit, this game. I must be right at the start still, dude. Hey, some money. Okay, let's pick those bottles up quickly.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Look inside.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Goddamn Kuno.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts. Lanky, weather-worn wooden planks. An X-shaped cross topping its tower. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Vandalism.
Probably some kids.
A simple but clever solution to ruin in a coin-operated viewer. It took ingenuity.
Oh, white morning. Okay. I do wonder what this is. 20% zoom out distance. All Motrix learning caps raised by 1. Oh, this one's good. Wow. I can zoom out further. And what the hell? All of these raised by 1. Whoa! That's 4. Maybe I got the bull ball all the way over there, man. It's possible. So wait, where are those bottles that I can collect? Is it these ones right here? Do I have to hold the bag in my hand? Look at me, dude. Look at me, I'm cleaning up the streets. Look at this. This is amazing. I wonder if the bag's gonna fill up. Wait, can I take stuff out of the bin? I totally can.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside.
Hey, Nemo.
Then
Yeah.
use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Okay, insert a coin. 25.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk. The ring of metal.
Let's pull the handle and
The
look.
curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Focus the vision.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
Hey, Kretzel, what's up, man? Hello, hello. Listen, you waiting for the disco music? There's been some. We had a bad dream, wherein there was some distant disco music with a disco ball, but we were dead and hanging from a tree. So it wasn't all that lively, you know? Still, however, I mean, there was some disco.
Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Hang in there, little one. Hang in there.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
There's some kind of... There's ruins of a building out there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Huh. Should look in the little viewer. Dude, where the hell am I? What's going on here? Oh, okay. Look, at least we're gonna make a mint with this bag of ours now. I think. I hope. What's this bird doing? Hello? Lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. I could have grabbed it. Cooked it. What is this?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Why am I looking at this wall? 3% chance. What? Oh my god, we're here behind Kuno's. Let's get out of here, Kuno.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
You're not asleep, and I don't have a knife.
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
Good talk. What am I trying to do? So I'm actually looking for the Wild Pines rep. But I don't even know where he is, man. I've got 150 tasks. Like, I don't know, man.
How they show up?
I don't know. I got so many things going on, man. So, as for the story, there's really not that much to catch up on. So we have no idea who we are or what's going on. We've learned that our name is Harry Dubois, right? We've learned that we were sent here to investigate a murder. The murder happened right here in, well, there's the dead body. It's actually still there in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags Inn. So us and this other guy, Kim, we were sent here to investigate the murder, and it has something to do with the union workers that are on strike in this area. There's actually a group of them that have confessed to murdering this guy, but we can't touch them. We can't do anything. We have nothing on them. They just said, oh yeah, we did it. And like, they say like, oh, try to arrest us. And we obviously can't do that. So we sorry excuses for cops. And we're trying our best to figure out what happened. We're trying our best to figure out who done it. But we're not really getting there. It's a long and arduous process. We're also looking at dick pics on doors. Look.
There must be another way in.
What the hell? Why does he sound like a robot? Another splattering of bullets holes on this wall. Orange bum hat. Oh my god! I got nothing on my head. Let's do it. Hell yeah, man. Why is it called a bum hat? That looks like a respectable beanie.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
Wait, so we've got a quest for this. And we're supposed to just unlock the door, right? I don't think anyone else has died. If someone else died, we don't know about it yet. It's possible, but we don't know about it yet. Also, there might be a sex cult involved, because we really want there to be a sex cult involved. Right? On top of that, I think the biggest mystery we are trying to solve here is the mystery of Harry Dubois. Our mystery. Carefully knock.
You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment.
I guess no one is in?
You're pretty sure the owner of the apartment isn't here. It's safe-ish.
Press the ear against the door.
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement.
I mean, whether my character wants to be in a sex cult, or whether he wants one to be involved in the murders, or whether he just wants to be in the vicinity of one, it doesn't matter. Okay, the involvement is preferred. right? You don't hear any
In
movement.
fact,
Right.
It's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Yo, what do you think about this task?
Let's be honest. This isn't what I joined the RCM for, but every day tells you something new about yourself. Apparently, working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about.
So you don't mind?
I mind that the local thug is using the RCM for his busy work. But if this gets us to the bottom of this hanging, then I'm willing to look over it.
Good man, Kim.
On the other hand, we could just leave and tell Evrard we opened the door. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did it.
Hold on. Lie? Is that an option?
Yes. Presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You took this task. You make the call.
I don't want to lie to Everard.
The door is right here. You can just open it and be done with this. Besides, if you never open it, you're never gonna find out what's behind the door.
Oh shit, I can go inside. Yes, open it.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. The sound of the key turning still echoes in the yard. Hopefully no one heard.
Yeah, I'm going inside now, so there's another chance for everyone to hear me farting around in there.
Well, buddy, you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude.
Thanks for the suggestion, but I think I'm gonna look inside. I think I'm just gonna have a peek, you know?
There's nothing else to do than to leave and tell Everard. No conceivable reason for you to intrude on the premises.
What?
Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver.
I have to. I have to. Smell of disinfectant in the room. Smells like chemicals.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures.
What do I mean uncomfortable?
The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
Jesus, that's a bit of a reach. Typical asshole.
This person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
Oh my god, could this be where that trucker is staying?
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Whip out your yellow mag and compare, yes!
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
Yes!
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road.
That's true.
Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
That's what I think too. You really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter. But still, a nice coincidence.
Okay. Okay, that? Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Is that what that is? Oh! Well, shit! We didn't need the physical instrument. I'd rather have logic. Nice. Is that a diary? Book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. Almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
What's with the sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
Okay, what is that?
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag.
Alright.
It is but one of the many strange optic atmospheric phenomenon of this wondrous archipelago. You're sure you once saw sundogs in your youth, and blue flares.
Lieutenant, the old flag of the suzerain. Bow down before the flag? What? The old flag.
Mm-hmm. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
Don't bow.
The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing.
What's in here? What is that? Eh. And in here, it looks like he's leaving. Shit.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman.
Okay, so I mean, we're done in here. Let's get out. We've done our task. We had a look around too. So it was nice to squeeze that in. Let's zoom out all the way. I need to get up there, but I don't think I can right now. What is this door? Another way in, right?
Way into the building.
Yeah. So where the hell are these people that we want to see? Oh, maybe it's on the map?
Hey, up here, piggo.
What the? Where'd my map go? I just had a map and now it's gone.
Yeah, you better keep walking.
Here's another dumpster. I think it's locked. Inside the frame, motorcycle in repair and the tools used to assemble it. Okay. Red paint. There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint? I don't seem to be able to get up there. There's a door.
When I'm talking to you.
Lots of magnesium. Docking reserved for residents. Yes, yes, yes. Hello?
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
Wow.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Wait, what? She's here randomly on a damn boat? What does the L stand for?
Peyton, my maiden name.
Okay, her bony hand dangles from the sleeve of her oversized raincoat. What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
Like steel. There is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
This is what we've been waiting for. This is it. This is the big one.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Ultimate competency. That's me.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
Oh.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
What?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
Okay. So, you're on a boat. That's exactly what I want to say. Why the hell are you on a boat?
Why, yes I am.
Oh, not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
There is a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it is playful.
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Caillou? I thought we were in Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
How did that get here, by the way?
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Oh, Jesus God. You know... Oh, shit. Harry Dubois. It's like, this guy is a real piece of work. Like, every goddamn thing he shoves his nose into, and he makes it his business. It's like, it doesn't matter what you're doing. We find a random lady on her boat in the harbor, and we're like, hey, your boat really needs a name. Let's give it a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why?
She taps on the boat, it makes a hollow sound. Well, there's why.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
Ooh, how about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
It just feels pretty.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
Aw, okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Oh, wow!
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Oh my god, he did this on purpose. Kim, you sly fox. You have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Okay, I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good.
Okay, tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
Okay, what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
What exactly is a billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What is it made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
That's it? I thought Wild Pines was supposed to be big time.
And to think, there are years when the group books losses in the billions.
Whoa.
Walpines employ 72,000 people,
Jesus.
all of whom have families that depend on their salaries. It is a tremendous responsibility.
Where do they get all these
They
billions?
started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lumin Links on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and
Why does she know
madness
this?
have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Okay, what does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
8% of all cargo in the world? You don't keep it moving, the workers do. The company is nothing without them. Okay, all of them?
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
Damn.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Okay, what can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
What if I want to hear about trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus? I will slay it.
Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
Okay, what's your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Oh shit.
Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
She did?
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Oh, you mean Messier?
Yes, Jean-Luc Messier.
So the strike is connected to the lynching?
Yes, I believe there is a connection. But that's a subject for later.
How later? What do you mean?
She is resolute in this, yet you sense that she wants to tell you. You'll have to earn her trust first.
Okay, how are the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
What happened to the previous guy?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
What are their demands this time?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
They have no idea about business.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board.
What does that even mean?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what, About anything, really. It needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Jesus!
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
Okay, that's pretty funny, I have to admit.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assumed that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again.
What the hell, man? That makes no sense.
And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Oh, shit.
This checks out.
Yes. Okay, the scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
Don't let her answer it herself.
Let her continue. What? Don't let her answer it herself. Oh, okay. Let's call them strike breakers. You put them there, right?
If these strike breakers were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not yet, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
What do you think of Everard?
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
She's being sarcastic.
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
You sound like you're about to take a rapier to him.
Oh, heavens no. We get along just fine. Yet, now that you mention it, I can't stop imagining that black treacle just dribbling down his double chin.
She stops and smiles. That's him, alright.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Okay, I remember hearing about him. Wait, there are two of him?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Oh.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself, outside of the Blood Brothers?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we are forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
A giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol.
Indeed. And a hungry one. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the leech always hungers.
One more thing, you said something happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Oh?
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
This forewoman, her name?
Her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name.
What?
She's just forewoman in private correspondence. Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the union's files.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
What about the lynching? Didn't I just ask about that?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41, Detective Dubois. I'm afraid Harry doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Oh, and what happened to yours, Detective?
Oh shit.
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
My partner told you I recently suffered from an unusual medical episode.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. The world, the city, nothing.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
Oh shit.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Oh shit.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
This is a red check and cannot be retried. Oh shit. Is that, what was it, suggestion? I'll level suggestion for this. %92%. How do I negotiate my way out of this?
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her.
Surely there's
Insinuate.
some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Yeah.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse me for a moment.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
But how did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Really? I thought it was going well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
What?
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
Do you propose we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay. Okay. We could also just find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
Okay, dude's got my back, man.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay, about the drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL,
Whoa.
and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Okay, so the materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Oh.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
Okay, and we investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
What do you mean? Am I gonna need bolt cutters for this?
Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Okay. It's no coincidence that they stranded like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Why didn't you come earlier?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Alright.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
Okay, what proof do you have that the Union's
How
involved?
do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike's been funded with the source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
There are a couple.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorry man would confide in.
Okay, I've made up my mind.
Yes?
I will accept.
Excellent.
The jam
According to my
mystery.
reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
One of them is a real fool. He will not know anything. Then there's... I remember there's one really nice one right by the statue, huh?
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
By the way, I've talked to Everard.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Oh, Jesus. I have a feeling the international community does not approve of him. I didn't.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, worm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt worm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
Oh, shit. He's helped me find my gun? No. Ah, Jesus. I'm not gonna fall for it. Wait, no, wait. Maybe I will. I mean, this is so stupid. But maybe she knows where the gun is.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling.
I feel like it's the right thing to do, because she's more honest, I think, maybe?
He's able to contain the anger and surprise.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this, to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
Mr. Everard said it's almost ready to be found soon.
Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying to you. Anyway, was there anything else you've heard? Of course, Detective.
God.
Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
What's about this photo and the tattoos? She's the dead guy I'm showing her.
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something?
Better not tie the fourth day to the Bat's Day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from
You seem smart. I need someone to give me the lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality?
No time to explain. Just give me the lowdown.
No, but please. A little context. We're not in such a hurry.
It's that related to that medical episode.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
She puts down her cup and looks at you.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby?
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I've watched Austin Powers. I know. I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
What is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me about another, perhaps even more fundamental aspect of reality. I don't want to ask about the history of this town.
I would be happy to. What is a preposterously expensive education for, if not sharing?
What is? Think of something close to you.
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close.
This is a white chick.
This isn't about you. It's about reality.
What are you?
What I am not is a basic term of reality.
Everyone wants to talk about themselves. She will, in time.
What is this? Spread your hands.
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Keep guessing.
Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin. A symbol of hubris and decay. Half submerged in some salty sea.
Are you saying I'm ruined?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
I meant this place here.
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislaine, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot.
She's a little too honest, maybe.
Or two.
Okay. And what is this place?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta.
Wow.
That was before the war, of course.
Who lived here? Yo, Boku, what's up? This is about as far as you played when you played the game. Okay. It's listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been a lot of like yak. Yeah, exactly. I've been in 3 conversations tonight, in 3 hours. 3 conversations.
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons got 4 or 5 stories off.
Huh. Prim. Chum.
Splat, splat.
From a dilapidated balcony, a young girl in odd clothes gives Joyce an evil eye. Red paintbrush held to her throat.
You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat in a soaring motion.
Wonderful.
Nice. No wonder she stayed on her boat. What is that? Point to Cindy the Skull.
The girl in the old lady rags.
Yes?
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
What is an infraculture?
Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world. An
Wait, what?
Infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
Okay, now explain it again, but to a child.
Young people who dye their hair funny colors and wear old people's clothes are stupid, and their little rebellion is self-defeating.
That's harsh, but fair.
All right. What next?
Huh. I want to go and speak to that lady. That's an impossible check. I'm not going to do it. Shit, dude. I don't need to ask her more. That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Of course, detective.
Oh, wow. That was a long conversation. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in your life. Wow. Jesus. Yeah, I was talking to the lady before you went to shower, now you're out and I'm still talking to her. I know, but I'm finished now, so there you go. I wanna speak to this girl. But not now. You know what? That's for another day. The youth, dude. The youth.